Hi folks, welcome back. We have now half an hour until lunch. That might seem like a very, very long time, but it will pass very, very quickly. We may even get there sooner than 30 minutes, depending on how long the sponsor talks last. No pressure. So these are all our sponsors for the day. We'll have some very brief talks today from the gold and silver sponsors who have got the larger logos. So I'm just going to give a couple of shout outs to the smaller sponsors, the bronze sponsors at the bottom, which you might not be able to see because their logos are quite small. Just to mention them by name so that they get a hearing. We've got Always Agile Consulting, Forest Technologies, IG, Inedo, ITV, Linux Recruit, M&S Digital, Scale Factory, and Skelton Thatcher Consulting. So thank you to all those bronze sponsors for supporting us today. We really appreciate it very much. Here we go with some very quick talks from gold and silver sponsors. And first off, Just Eat.
So last year I did this. I came up here and did it in 1 minute and 15 seconds. So in the spirit of continuous improvement, I'm going to try and beat that this year. Just Eat are a tech company with takeaway solution. We have specialist hardware in 61,000 restaurants worldwide, and our core platform processes more than 1,500 orders a minute at peak time. Our development team is split across 3 cities, and we're releasing more than 60 releases into that platform every week. We're always looking for a few good people, so if that piques your interest, we're in the sponsor hall outside. Come and talk to us. Just Eat. We care about your meals, so we do short sponsor talks.
Okay, that's going to be hard to beat from a time perspective. But, okay, so I'm Ken. I'm from ThoughtWorks. You've already heard our name a few times today. We've been doing continuous delivery stuff for a long time, since it was before it was called that. We wrote the book on it. Jez and Dave both worked for us when they worked on it, the book, etc. Go ahead. So here today, we actually have 2 products that we're talking about. So Snap is continuous delivery solution in the cloud, and Go is an open source continuous delivery server, so on-premise, downloaded, etc. That's the one that kind of defined a lot of the terms we use today. So Jez was actually the product manager for that a couple years before the book. I told him I was going to drop his name. So. Anyway. Any questions? Come by and see us. Thanks.
Hi, I'm Martin from XebiaLabs. We're best known for probably 3 things. One is that we're the tools company that no one can spell. We're also the company that you might see our marketing, our periodic table of DevOps. I think it's in your package. It's something that's gone pretty viral in terms of people finding that very useful tool. And thirdly, we clearly are, we're a tools company in the whole automation of delivery, in basic automation release space. So we focus really on 3 key areas within that. One's the visibility of the whole release process. Secondly, clearly the automation piece of that, and also the control. So providing capabilities for teams to self-service, but also have the auditability that goes with that. So we're here talking about 2 key products. And for some reason that slide's come in the wrong order, so never mind. I will talk through what they are. So we've got 2 products. One, firstly, we're focused on, at a high level, the orchestration of release. So that's really in terms of managing that whole release process, whether it's automated or manual, and really being able to track that and use that as a method of a continual improvement. And our second product, which is our original tool, is focused on automation of deployment. So if you come to our stand, we can talk that through with you and give you a bit more details.
Hi, I'm Tom Bevan, partner manager at DevOpsGuys. We're a consultancy based in Cardiff. We were formed in 2013 by James Smith and Steve Fair. We've got 35 staff based in Cardiff and across the UK. And what we do is really split into 3 main areas of the business. The education, automation and transform, or the EAT acronym that you'll see on the back of the t-shirts. So the education arm, we provide training and coaching and practical hands-on engineering workshops on-site with customers. The automation is, we help customers automate the delivery of software, and we help them along their automation journey by improving their CI and CD pipelines. Transform is really using DevOps in digital transformations for organizations, more looking at people, process and culture, and helping organizations change organisational change for our clients. Customers, so we have a rapidly growing customer base, split across a number of different verticals, but we play well in the retail and e-commerce space, and in government as well. So we work with the DVLA, DEFRA, the MOJ. Partnerships, so we have a number of strategic partnerships with the vendors and the tooling that we use. And we are recruiting, so please come along to the stand and see us. And we're also doing a raffle for a BB-8 drone as well. So thanks.
Hi. So there's a lot of talk at the moment, get your buzzword bingo sheets out, but there's a lot of talk at the moment about sort of cloud vendor independence, poly-cloud approaches. But in the most case, people are doing this in a similar way to, I guess, the ORM and database cases in the 2000s, which is that people chose an object relational mapping tool to have independence from the database, and then changed the ORM tool 3 times whilst keeping the database the same. So you see this with sort of cluster management tools, obviously, Mesos, Kubernetes, Swarm, Fleet, any more that you wish to choose. Quick story I want to tell is on the 26th of January this year, one of our clients moved the entirety of their cloud infrastructure, all of their traffic from one cloud provider to another over a 4-hour period. But what makes it really remarkable is that this client was Her Majesty's Revenue and Customs, and the 26th of January was the 5th busiest day of the year in terms of the self-assessment tax submission peak. So I'm not going to give you any more buzzwords, but I'm going to say that EE are basically solving real technology problems for real businesses that are out there. And I guess like everyone else here, we are always growing, we are always recruiting, we are expanding into new territories and all verticals as always. Our people team are here, there's loads of EE associates here, but the great thing about us is that our network approach means that you can come and join us even if you're not currently looking for a job. So no commitment, come and join us and see what we're doing. Cheers.
Hi. That's us. We're Nuage Networks. We're a European startup. The meaning is cloud in French, and we basically do software-defined networking. We turn your network into programmable infrastructure. So we basically make your network suck less, and you can use it for your pipelines and containers and OpenStack. So come check us out. We're here on the floor. Ask me about our new open source SDK for Golang and Python, and thanks for having us. Bye.
Where's that?
I'm the comedy show.
All the way around.
We go back to Sendachi.
Okay.
Cool. Hi, everyone. My name is Ben Wootton, co-founder of a company called Sendachi. We were called Contino, but we rebranded at the start of the year. What we do is we help kind of big enterprise organizations adopt practices such as DevOps and continuous delivery, including all of the sort of people, process, and technology considerations. So that's sort of restructuring your organization, changing the way of working, changing the sort of software development culture, and adopting all of the technologies for, CI, CD pipes, moving to the cloud, containers, stuff like that. 50-person company based in the US and UK now. Doing a lot of work in the container space, so we're partners with Docker, so helping people get Docker into production, get kind of confidence with going live with container-based applications. And again, we're hiring quite aggressively for anyone with sort of skills in this space, so continuous delivery, containers, cloud, et cetera, et cetera. And thank you.
Hi, my name's Alex. I'm a pre-sales engineer at Redgate. We're a profitable 300-person company up in Cambridge, and we're a great place to work, and we're always hiring, so if you're interested, come join us on the booth. We write software that helps you guys implement continuous delivery for relational databases. Whether you like it or not, a lot of us have to deal with them, and sometimes it is the right format for our data, but being able to source control that, deploy to it, carry out automated tests is a bit of a pain. Our software can be used in a few different ways. We're not prescriptive. We don't define exactly how you have to use our software. There are various different approaches that you can use to take to using our software. We're not a configuration management third-party provider. We write software that hopefully can help you automate some of your database deployments, which you may want to schedule from some other config management. But anyway. Our software is used by 91% of Fortune 100 companies. I've not worked with all of those, but I have been at Redgate for 5 years, and I've worked with hundreds of companies across 6 different continents. Not done Antarctica yet, so if anybody knows anybody, let me know. I'd like to take that one off. Some of those companies have been banks in the financial sector in London, big banks that you've all heard of. I can't name names, obviously, but continuous delivery for relational databases is possible, even in the sorts of organizations where you think it might not be. If you want to come and talk about that, we're going to be on the booth, and I hope to speak to you later today. Thank you.
Hello. Hello. Sorry, I've got my notes here, which are not working. So Yoox Net-a-Porter Group is the world's leading online luxury fashion retailer. My journey at Net-a-Porter began 6 years ago when I joined a team of 20 developers working on 3 applications with about 30 releases a year. I'm now part of a platform team supporting over 200 developers, releasing a myriad of microservices up to 10 times a day, both to our internal platform and to AWS. It was reassuring watching Jez's keynote speech, because I think we're already doing many of the right things, and I've seen the positive effect on the business firsthand. My main challenge is growing the team quick enough to do all of the things that we want to do. Our recent merger with Yoox has turned us into a £1 billion luxury e-commerce market leader. Yay. It's also presented a host of new challenges, so come and help us. We need devs, ops, DevOps, delivery managers, product owners, visionaries, and leaders. So come and talk to us outside.
And due to a small technical error on my part, I didn't include a slide for Pivotal, but as it happens, they're sponsoring our Twitter war, so we'll leave that behind.
I can't tell jokes, but I come in the wrong order every time. So, Andy from Pivotal. Really, we're here to talk about changing the way that the world delivers software, which is a pretty lofty ambition. Our goal, according to our VP of R&D, is, here's my code, run it on the cloud, I don't care how. We're trying to make adopting modern container-based architectures as easy as that. We're hiring, of course, and we're the people behind Spring, Pivotal Cloud Foundry, and you may know us from Pivotal Labs, which is a mentoring company helping some of the most innovative software developers in the world become Agile and DevOps.